Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Good to see you guys again. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your loyalty and your love. And if this is your first time on my channel, then you are very welcome. Now it's 2019 guys. I have my first video of 2019 and I really don't know how to act. It actually feels really good. I haven't officially wished you guys a happy new year, so I know it's the middle of February. I know it's only right if I wish you guys a happy new year. So I want to know how your new year has been going so far. Has it been good? Mine has been good. As you can see, I have a new backdrop. So guys, if you don't know, I recently moved to a new apartment. I also just got a new camera because I obviously needed to step up my filming quality and everything. So everything, there's kind of an upgrade generally. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing my makeup, but then we're going to be talking and interacting because I just really wanted to connect with you guys. Like I said, I'm just going to be doing my makeup and we're just going to be talking as I do it. So let's begin. Let's take things back a bit. Let me say, starting from 2016, I've actually been having bad years, back to back. My 2016 wasn't so good, although there were really good things that happened that year, but then there were I think the bad things kind of overshadowed the good. 2017 was maybe even worse, and then 2018 was kind of my year of dealing with everything that had happened to me so far, and just trying to heal, because a lot of things happened, and I'm going to be talking about everything in this video and everything I learned so far. So going back to 2016, I had recently graduated from secondary school ending of 2015. So and I really wanted to study medicine, and I really did not know where life was heading for me. I was so lost. Okay, my brows are actually a mess. I clearly didn't prepare enough for this video, but let's just keep going. So there I was sitting at home lost. All my friends were getting into school, and I was the one that had no direction and everything. My dad was are you sure you just don't want to switch your course and just study something else? I was no, I want to study medicine. I want to be a doctor. He tried to discourage me and everything. He was but you're going to be in medical school for 6 years, and when are you going to graduate and get married? I was I'm still so young. I recently I'm 19 now. Yeah, so, and I'll be turning 20 next month. In my head, I'm am I that old? I can sort something out. I just don't want to settle and study something else that I clearly don't want to study. That was how I was at home trying to find Omis. Then he actually found an A-level school, which I actually loved. The A-level school was in Enugu, Nigeria. So I was doing my A-levels for about a year, thereabout, give or take, about a year. Now this is where everything went bad. Okay, yeah, I was A-level school, okay, it wasn't so bad and everything. I was enjoying the whole process, yeah. And then I started hearing things about my mom being sick. I was my mother sick, that woman can never, it's not even possible, because everyone made it seem so serious and everything, and I was just the one in denial, no way. Okay, I just ignored it until after my whole A-level thing was done and everything. And before that, actually, when I was graduating from high school, that was the first time I heard that she was sick. On my graduation day, they were not around. My dad and my mom, they literally traveled to Dubai. So they were in Dubai, and I was I'm graduating and then my parents are in Dubai. That was all I could think of. I didn't even really pay attention to why she went to Dubai. But now I just think about it and laugh, because it's just graduation, high school graduation. It's not even college or uni, so it's not even really that deep. So now it's it's fine. So apparently around that time she was diagnosed with cervical cancer. Yeah, I just didn't really pay attention to it at the time. But that day I was like so mad and everything. I didn't know like mommy was like actually like really sick, and she was so sick she couldn't even get treatment in Nigeria. So that was when it all started. And then fast forward now to after my A-levels, when I was like at home. Coming home after my A-levels, like the first time I saw my mom, I actually like could not even recognize her, because that was like during like the terminal stages of her cervical cancer. And then we were all like, it was like back and forth, so many hospital trips. During that time when I was at home, we were basically like living in the hospitals back to back every day. She was going for her chemotherapy and everything, so she was like going for her treatment every day. And it was like really a dark phase for like us in our family. I really don't know, like speaking about it now, I really don't know how we were able to overcome that whole period. And it was just like terrible. And I like actually saw my dad like starting to like lose himself. Like it was like literally driving him crazy. It was like this dark cloud just overcame like my whole house, and it was like terrible. If not just the patient, but then the whole family is affected, the whole family is depressed, the whole family doesn't really know what to do. The time came, I was like supposed to go to Georgia, start school and everything, and then it was just like me alone, new country. And then January 31st came, and then I was in school like every other normal day. I didn't actually hear about this on January 31st. I heard about it like, I'll just estimate like February 3rd or 4th. I was like downstairs like studying in the library, and then I just came up for like a break, like back to my room. And then my sister calls. My sister Chamaka calls me on the phone, and I picked up the call. I was like, Chamaka, what's up? Her voice sounded weird. It was just like something off and everything, because I know my sister's voice. I was like, okay, what's going on? Like, tell me. So she was like, it's mommy, yo. I'm like, what happened what happened to mommy? You know how like you're always like so positive, you're like someone who always come out of something and everything. So my mind didn't even like go towards what she was like about to tell me. I was like, what happened to mommy? And she was like, we lost her. I'm like, can you, like, I was in shock. I was like, can you, like, what do you mean? And then she was like, mommy died. That particular moment, I had my phone like this, and she was like, I was like listening to her, and then she just told me. And then it's like my whole body like literally got paralyzed. I started losing my balance. I was like literally going to fall on the floor. I started losing my balance, and I was like, okay. Then I started wobbling. Then I actually like wobbled up to my bed, and then I sat down, and I was like, then she was like, that daddy doesn't want you to know, that he said that he'll tell you himself because you're so far away and he doesn't know how to pass on the message. But then Chiamaka, being the kind of person she is, she was like, no, that you deserve the right to know. That why is he keeping it from you? Crap. That why is he keeping it from you? Blah 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 blah. That you're a big girl, you can handle these things and everything. And she was like telling me, I was like, can I really handle it? Like, am I really a big girl? Like, this is like terrifying news. And I couldn't believe what I just heard. She was like, just pretend like you don't know, because daddy's going to call you any day from now. And all I remember was just me like crying my eyes out, like literally crying my eyes out. And let me tell you guys something, like I'll say like a week before this whole thing happened, yeah, I was getting like dreams. Like I would see like people like gathering me, telling me sorry. Like I would just see people around me telling me sorry. And then I would wake up in the middle of the night thinking like, why are people telling me sorry? I was telling myself like what happened, but deep down something in me was telling me this was why people were telling me sorry. And I just like refused to accept it. I was like, no, hell no, no way in hell that's going to happen. So I was like really in denial for like the longest time. it took me a while to even accept that my mom had cancer, until like it was like the terminal stage, and like she actually like started losing hair and getting really thin and weak. And first thing I thought about, I was like, okay, I have to go back home. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I couldn't attend classes. I literally ruined my whole year because I was lost. I had no one else to call to for advice, because she was actually the one I was like closer to. I came home and everything, and the burial happened, and I went back to school. The rest of the year was like really kind of a blur, to be very honest. It was just by God's grace that I was still able to like keep my grades up and everything. People were asking me like, how are you still doing this? Like, how are you back on your feet? I'm like, I'm not back on my feet. I'm just doing this because this is what mom would have wanted me to do. She wouldn't want me to like start failing. I'm just like trying to be strong for her. 2017 was like my mourning year, and I was just like in a very bad place, extremely depressed. I cried myself to sleep like every night. I was like, why me? Why my family? Like my mom, of all people, she was always so strong. Everyone loved her and everything. And I was like, I couldn't understand. I couldn't fathom why. Like, you know how you just see things in movies and then all of a sudden like it's happening to you? That was like the situation. 2018 ended. 2018 begun, sorry. And then this was like my time to like discover myself and like heal. It was like really my year of healing, and I was like, okay, what would mom want you to do? What do you want to do with your life? Everything and everything and everything. Then it helped me realize that like life is like actually like too short. And then if you have dreams, do them. If you have something you've always wanted to do, go and do it. So you won't like at the end of the day pass away and then you'll be regretting not doing all the things you've always wanted to do because you were scared or because you were worried about what people would say and everything. So with that thought in mind, I was like, okay, what do you want to do? And I realized that I've always known, I really love makeup and beauty and fashion and lifestyle and all that jazz. So I was like, okay, you've been watching YouTube your whole life. You basically know how this whole thing works. So I was talking to my friend. She was my good friend when I just like got here and everything. So I was like, okay, like what would you think about me starting a YouTube channel? Like what would you feel about that? And then she was like, no, why do you want to start a channel? Oh my god, nobody will watch, blah 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 blah. Are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you really want to do that? Saying like so many like discouraging things, and I was like, just said like a lot of discouraging things. I can't exactly like quote her. She was like, are you sure and everything? I was like, I've been thinking about this like for some time, and I think I should really like go about it. She was like, yeah, I don't know for you. Or it now affected me. Like I couldn't like confide in people anymore, and then I just started really keeping things to myself because I just felt so discouraged. Because I went back to my room and then I sat down and then I started thinking. I was like, she's actually right. No one will watch you. Everyone will laugh at you. Everyone will point fingers at you. Oh, she's doing YouTube like everybody is doing, or she's not being herself. I just thought about every bad thing that everyone would say, and then I hesitated for so long to start this channel till I eventually got the courage and I sat down and I filmed my first video, and it was super cringy and I couldn't watch myself, and I can't believe I did that, but I started. I picked up a camera I borrowed from my friend. I sat down in front of a window and I filmed probably the worst video on YouTube. I sat down and I filmed this video, and I was like, okay, yes, you've started, so you've already done the hardest part and everything, so why stop now? And then it went on and went on and went on till people started telling me, oh, I watch your channel. Oh my god, I really liked this video. So it was just like, you know, motivation that yeah, like you're not so bad. Like just keep going. You'll never know. All the big YouTubers you follow, all the people you look up to, they all started from somewhere. So like, why do you have to stay here and like discourage yourself and tell yourself you can't do it when you obviously can? That brings me to something else, like telling myself that like life is too short, and you're going to have a lot of people who don't believe in you, and sometimes these people are the people that you hold very dear to your heart. Just always listen to yourself and always listen to your heart, and just always pray, and God will guide you. You don't really need approval from man. Like, man is just man. Like, we're all just human beings. If you're waiting for a human being for approval for everything you do, then you're going to remain in the same place for the rest of your life. If there's anything you want to do, go ahead and do it. Start that YouTube channel, start that restaurant, start that blog, travel, eat, sleep, whatever your dream or aspiration might be. If you want to sing, sing. If you want to act, act. If you want to be a doctor, go and be a doctor. Like, life is too short. Life is obviously too short. We don't know when our clock will stop ticking. That thing that keeps you up at night, that dream, that hunger, that wanting, go out and start it before it's too late, because you never know. Like, no one even really knows tomorrow. You should try and push away negative energy as much as possible, because that negative energy is just going to consume you till you yourself start being negative and you think you're not good enough. So if I had listened to her at that time, I wouldn't have been here today sitting in front of you guys with my new camera, filming with you guys. Invested in my channel, got the lighting, got the camera, and now I've seen myself like step up. I can now sit in front of a camera confidently and talk. I've always been shy since day one, so this was like me leaving my comfort zone. Although now, honestly, there's no one else here. I'm literally sitting in front of my camera talking to myself like a crazy person. You guys get what I mean, because you're watching this right now on your screen. With that being said, like, talking about social media, Instagram to me is like the social media I use the most. You're surrounded by negativity on Instagram, or if you follow all these pages, like all these news pages, I don't follow any of them. All these blogs, Insta blog, I don't follow. I just open it from time to time to like flip through and maybe educate myself, or like be aware of what is happening in Nigeria, like everything, because to me that's like my form of news. I'm not going to switch on the TV and watch NTA or AIT news channels. That can never be me. But I make myself aware of things through all these blogs, but I don't necessarily follow them, in the sense that I'm not going to wake up in the morning. We won't lie that our phone isn't like the first thing we check in the morning. You know, nobody is even going to tell me that that's not what they do. You wake up and then you check your phone and you open your Instagram, and the first thing on your Instagram feed is, oh, this man just beat his wife to death. This girl was assaulted. Oh, she's dead now. A car exploded and killed 500 people. I don't want to wake up to such bad news. Like, why? I actually like take out a certain time of the day, and then I sit down and then I go to all these blogs and I just check. But I won't like feed into all that negativity, because waking up to that kind of thing, I feel like it kind of ruins your whole day. Like, it just makes you sad. Try and follow like positive pages. So when you wake up and you see like a positive message, oh, God wants you to smile today, it's going to be a good day, you're going to be rewarded with excess blessings, positive things that you just feed on, and then they help your entire day, sometimes your entire week, to be great, and then you just be so happy. If you don't like this person and this person makes you feel a certain way, then unfollow that person. If you're genuinely not happy with this person's progress, why are you following someone you hate? Every time you open that person's page or you open your Instagram, you feel sad. Why are you following someone that you're intimidated by? Why are you following someone that makes you sad? Another thing I advise that you guys, like, we need to do this here, is to have a plan for yourself. Wake up every morning and always have this goal in your mind, and tell yourself that, okay, this is what I want to do. If you cannot see yourself in this position in like 5 to 10 years, then you probably need to work harder, or there's probably something you're like doing wrong. Try and work towards those goals, even if you don't know that you're necessarily working for them. Building on that, everyone has their own pace in life. My pace isn't the same with your pace. Things happen faster for people and things happen a bit slower for other people. This 2019, challenge yourself, step outside your comfort zone, discover yourself, and then you realize that you could do things that you never even knew that you could. Like, just like know what you want to do and work towards it. So far I've started. I don't know where this journey is going to lead me, but then I'm just going to keep going. I'm praying to God to like show me the way and direct me in like everything I do. Let's try not to be depressed this year. If you feel like bad things always happen to you, just know that you come out of it. I won't say I'm completely fine yet. I mean, it's still a process, and then I'm still dealing. But then just know that these things won't stop. Life will always throw things at you. God will never allow you to go through something that you can't handle. You might not be able to see it at first, but then as time continues and then you keep on growing and growing and growing, you'll find yourself becoming so strong. If someone told me in 2016, 2017, after my mom died, that this would be me today, sitting down, talking, smiling, I would have never ever believed it. I've grown and I've become someone so strong, and I've discovered this strength that I never even knew that I had. Like, it's a process. There are still days when I'm like so sad, and then I just want to sit down and cry and cry. It's all part of the process. After you cry, you'll be like, oh, I'm stronger than this. If you're ever like depressed and stuff like that, and you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, you feel like everyone is going to judge you, I'm going to leave my Instagram on the screen or in the description box. Know that even if we might not know each other, I'm always here to talk. Even if I might not be able to help you, you have someone to like pour your heart out to, and that's very important, and keeping things to yourself. I recently just started opening up, and I realized that it's actually like the better thing to do. Only people that I trust now, I've decided to like take it easy with the way I tell people things, because not everyone is your friend. It's going to take some time, but then when you genuinely find that person that can be your friend and genuinely like help you and genuinely loves you and cares about you, then by all means share that problem. I want all of us to come back to my channel by this time next year, and we'll tell each other how good our 2019 has been. So let's come back next year and let's be happy. Let's all tell our testimonies. Hopefully I'll have a lot of testimonies by 2020, but I'll come back and I'll tell you guys I've been happier, that God has really blessed me and everything. So that's really what I'm looking forward to this year. And I'm also looking forward to my 20th birthday, and I'm looking forward to growth, because I have my channel now and I'm ready to like take it seriously. I have so many things planned. I've been planning and planning and planning and planning. Now I can actually like execute those plans. And just in case you want to know everything I used in this video, I'm going to leave it down in the description box. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. So guys, this is the end of this video. My makeup is done, and I look cute. I'm so happy I was able to like sit down and film with you guys and talk to you guys and really connect and talk about something like more this time, you know, not just like makeup tutorials and like looking pretty. It's been like 4 or 5 months since the last time I posted a video. Trying to be more consistent this year. I obviously want to thank you guys. I am honestly so grateful for you guys that tune into my channel and watch. Presently we're like very small, we're like a very small family, but I have high hopes and I know we are going to grow as long as I become consistent. So yeah, this whole thing is like my fault. I'm the only one to blame. There's no one else to blame more, because I post once a year. You can also check out some of my other previous videos. I'm going to leave it right here for you on the screen, so try and check it out if you have time. Just click or not, your choice. Whatever you decide is fine. Do make sure to subscribe, and I love you. Thank you for watching. See you in my next one. Bye.